I watched a film yesterday. It was a filmographic experience. So I got high, scrolling through, and I watched a film, Justin Timberlake starring In Time. That's right. It's called In Time, and he's in Time. So I'm saying in twice. In Time. All right. So this is a movie. It exists. It's a pretty decent movie. So it's one thing I like about this movie is that it's super cheesy, right? It's like, this is like a super cheesy, like, crime thriller, except, like, instead of, like, drugs, it's like instead of money, the currency is time, right? So all the humans live forever, right? But, like, in order to live forever, they need some time or whatever. The sci-fi aspect is never really explained. And one thing I love about this movie that I think is great is, so they got these super sci-fi things, right? Like, they got, like, a time thing, like, imprinted into them, and it, like, can make them live forever. And yet they're still using payphones. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so you're telling me we've developed the ability to live forever, and we still got payphones? You don't have a cell phone, motherfucker, But anyway, so this is, like, the thing I love about this movie is that it's blatantly Marxist. Like, this is a blatantly Marxist movie. I don't think I've ever seen a movie that is this on its face. Like, this is a, like, communist movie. I don't know what else to tell you. So, okay, like, an oppressed poor person, right, has their mother die because, they couldn't pay for a bus ticket. They died because they couldn't pay for a bus ticket. And then he, like, gets a bunch of money, right, or a bunch of time, and goes to, like, these rich people's places and leads a revolution. I don't know what to tell you. This is a communist film. But anyway, so, like, some random rich guy who wants to kill himself basically gives him a bunch of years. He travels to the rich neighborhood, meets the guy from Mad Men, and then plays poker with him or something. And then, like, runs off with the guy's daughter. And then, they're running around, they're fugitives, and then the cops come, and the cop's also a former poor person that, sold themselves out to work for the oppressors. And then, like, the thing in this movie that I think is great is, like, the core value of the rich people is that, many have to die for a few to live forever. And, like, I love how blatant it is. Like, I don't know what they were thinking when they made this. I also don't know how this movie was made, right? Like, this is communist propaganda. Like, imagine watching this movie and thinking, oh yeah, the rich people are the good guys, right? This is communist propaganda. And so that alone, I'm in, right? But, I love how cheesy this movie is. Like, the acting, like, especially the lead actress, I don't know her name, to be honest, but, like, her acting is horrible, right? Like, I guess maybe it's the character. I don't know if I want to shit on the acting, right? But, like, or, like, the actress, but, like, the character, like, the whole point of the character is that she's, like, boring and, like, a loser, and she doesn't know how to interact with people, right? And I think that, like, I love how cheesy it is. Like, the gangsters are so cheesy. One of the best parts about this movie is, like, instead of fighting, like, beating each other up, like, we'll still shoot each other, but instead of, like, beating each other up, the version of fighting in this movie is, like, arm wrestling, right? But, like, you try to steal the other person's time from them with arm wrestling. Like, it's so cheesy and stupid, but I love it. Like, this movie is great. Like, this is a movie you gotta watch. It's a great movie. And it's not that long, and it's got Justin Timberlake, and it's got a lot of other people in it, and it's a good movie. So check it out. There you go. In Time. Hello, Icy Roserade. Why is it? I just have just a question.